podcast. We are so excited to have you here with us today. We're going to be talking about Love is Blind Season 6. Who's excited?
I'm excited.
I'm Andy Erikson, one of your hosts.
I'm Max Fox. I'm the other one.
You're the other guy who's
I'm
just
the
here.
other guy. Yeah, I'm hanging out.
That's so cool. Yeah, this is actually your idea for the podcast. You like reality dating shows more than I do.
I like unironically love reality dating shows. It's just like, it's like when there's like a accident on the side of the road and everyone like slows down and looks at it. It's just like, you know, it's just like one of those things where you're like, oh man, I'm so glad that's not my problem.
That's so true.
I love it. It's so much chaos.
No, and I love it too because I love when people find love.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea behind it.
Every once in a while it happens.
Yeah, I feel like it's incredibly rare, but I mean that is the goal.
Yeah, it is rare.
Yes.
So we are now covering Love is Blind Season 6. So we're going to follow along and we're super excited. We both watched the first episode and I was immediately like, what the heck? Like I texted Max. I was like, Matthew, what is happening?
I honestly, when you said you were like, the end is pretty crazy. And then I watched it. I was like, oh, I thought it was going to be something bigger. Because I was like, I'm like, oh, this dude lied to two women. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, honestly, it wasn't that crazy to me. It's like, this is like the kind of people the show attracts. It's like psychopaths. But
you were onto him.
I was, yeah. In the beginning of the episode, I'm like, something is wrong with this man who has a perfectly square head. There's something off about him. And I was totally right.
Okay, so yeah. I take notes as I'm watching, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, Matthew, like, did the producers meet him and think he won't murder someone? Like, I was just like, how did he get through? How did they let him through? He's so scary.
Because they knew there was gonna be some bullshit. They knew Matthew was gonna be on his bullshit because he's so weird.
I guess he was so...
I would never let anybody I know like talk to him. If I just saw him like somewhere, I'd be like, there's something wrong with that guy. Just the way he like his mannerisms and like just everything about him. I'm like, don't take this the wrong way, but you're either like on the spectrum or you're like a full on like fuckboy level like piece of shit.
Sociopath is the word I think you used.
Yeah, but that sounds like you're describing like a murderer. Like this guy's like devoid of feeling, but he's not gonna. I don't know. He might kill somebody. You might. I don't know. I don't know.
So you wrote him off right away. You're like, Matthew, he's out. But I didn't.
Dude was weird.
I at first wrote him off, but then when he was talking to AD, he was being like open and vulnerable, and like I had a full on shift. Like even in my notes, I was like, wow, Matthew, like this is like. This guy, I discount him. He was just nervous. And so I was like, I love this man. He's so sweet. So I had fully invested in like, oh my gosh, this guy, I can't believe it. Don't let in the 80s, like I'm going to protect him. Don't be mean to him. Yeah. And that's how I felt. I was like, he's going to get torn apart, but I protect him. And then the flip at the end where he's talking to, I was like, what? I did not see it coming. I was like, that didn't even seem possible to me.
I don't know, man. I felt like when he was like spilling his guts to AD, I'm like, there was still something weird. It was like, I was like, this guy's talking like he's being like completely vulnerable, but like, he's not. There's something off about it. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Complete piece of shit. Sociopath. Nope.
You're like, yep.
I saw it. Yeah, I kind of saw it. Yeah. Every time you like, there's something wrong with somebody and you're like, you just can't get a read on them. There's just something where you're like, I just can't get a read. Like, usually it's because they're insane.
Okay. It's good to know.
Like, you know, yeah.
And that's just not how I operate. I wait until someone shows me they're not insane, and then I go with that forever.
You give people the benefit of the doubt because you're from the Midwest, but like everybody's guilty till proven innocent.
Because you're from New York.
Yeah. No, at no time can you ever be comfortable around people. That
makes sense.
Yes.
All right. Well, cool. So that was, that Matthew was definitely where my head went on this episode. But we're now going to dive into some topics that we thought about, and we're going to debate them. And we will be giving 2 minutes for real this time. First question for you, Max, is okay. So the way they all line up and enter the pods, is that cool? Or are you also getting Squid Game vibes?
Yeah, totally. Well, yes, it is cool. But to answer your first question, that is how cool people start dates. But I think this is like more dangerous than Squid Games, because like you gotta marry somebody who you've known for like a month, and you have no idea what they look like, and you're doing it on Netflix. So like your chance of survival is smaller than Squid Games. Like whatever that like percentage is like it is worse.
It's way worse than Squid
It's worse. At least you just die in Squid Games. If you do this wrong, you have to live. You have to live. You have to everyone knows what you did. Yeah. So yeah, this is real. This is real life.
No,
Squid Games.
I do think it's very similar to Squid Games too, because they make them all just sleep in that one little room with like they're all sleeping in like the kitchen. They don't let them leave. There's no windows.
Yeah. And they're like a fight might break out in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And they only eat alcohol. Like that's the only
They're
food.
only allowed to eat alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, I pulled up this image here. Okay, do you see this bridge?
Yes.
This is the bridge. Like this looks like the top of the pods. Like,
dude, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that
like
is so. That's genius. I love that. That's crazy.
This is totally it. So if you look, and I don't know if you know this, but so yeah, they did combine Squid Games with Love is Blind, and this was they actually taped both at the same time. So as the
did they?
Yeah, in the same studio. So as people were playing this game, they would fall through into a pod, and that's how they would start their day.
I'm so gullible.
You believed me. That's hilarious.
I was like, I thought they filmed Squid Games in like Sweden because of like tax incentives or something. But yeah,
Nope.
That's great.
Yep. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you're right though. That
same thing.
I would rather do Squid Games than do Love is Blind.
Oh yeah, I'd rather get shot trying to like lick a cookie than like get stuck with someone who might be an uggo, you know? You imagine you're on this show and you're like, this person's great, and you see them and you're like, fuck. Now everyone knows how shallow I am. And this is my legacy now.
Yep. Damn it, they know I'm shallow. Well, I'll still sleep with them and marry them and just live with them and live my life.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm very, I like using the phrase unconventionally attractive, where I was like, but I think I would clean up in the pods. Clean up in the pods. Fuck yeah. And I go out and I would just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, whatever, dude. Like, let's just fucking do it. Come on.
Like, come on, bro. You just like,
come on, bro.
Throw them like, dude, just do it. Whatever. We're going on a honeymoon.
Yeah, this is what I look like. Just sleep with me.
Don't be such a punk.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Good. Yeah, I'll just
fuck yeah.
I'll yell at them until they love me. That's
shut up. It's fine.
Just walk out. Like,
I'm not attractive. Don't be stupid. Don't be so.
Yeah. Love is 6'1" and has pigtails and scoliosis. Okay. And it eats bananas like this.
Yeah. It should be called Love is Fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Love is fine. Get over yourself.
Yeah, Jesus. No one likes you. I was going to say something, but I'll tell you when we're not recording.
Why? Because you know I'll use it as blackmail.
Because I know you'll use it as blackmail. Yeah.
Cool,
that's
cool.
the relationship, for sure.
I appreciate that. I do. I have a file.
Yeah.
That's cool. You have no blackmail on me because I'm perfect.
That's what you think.
Okay, cool.
I've so much blackmail on you.
Oh, this is delete.
It is. I've several terabytes
delete.
of blackmail.
I'm trying to ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I don't think we have a bell, but yeah. Oh wow, we're done so early.
Okay, next question.
So Trevor says that a problem he has is that girls can't see past his muscles, so that's why he's on the show, is so people can get to know him for like who he is instead of like his just absolutely yoked exterior. And I don't know. After watching it, I'm like, is that the problem with you? Is that people can't see you for who you are, or is it that people for sure get to know you past the fact that you do a bunch of creatine and they're like, oh man, not a lot going on? Like, is that the issue, that there's really like nothing going on by those eyes? I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, you said, yeah, there's nothing going on behind his eyes, and there's a lot going on behind his eyes. It's called his mullet. Like, that is directly behind his eyes, through the hollow gape in his head where his brain should be. I'm just kidding.
That's so funny. Yeah, his mullet is behind his eyes. And it's a problem. But he's like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with being simple, you know, especially if you're that strong, you're fine. But I don't know. I think but that's the thing again. If you truly are that simple-minded, how could you possibly be self-aware?
Right.
But I don't think, I think that his issues with dating are not because nobody understands his complex ideas about the world. You know,
right, because it's not like you go on a date and normally you don't just look at them and be like, bye. You're like, you talk to them a little bit and you get to like.
Annika, you've been married for a while, so you might be out of the game, but usually there's a little bit of chatter. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
You do have talks.
You have to converse.
You have to get to know each other.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say he doesn't have a personality, but the guy is kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't call him. I don't think he's somebody who's burdened with like, you know,
philosophy.
Yeah, that.
I mean, he likes The Notebook, puppies.
Yeah, what did he say?
Right?
He said something.
Sunshine.
He said something that was insane, and I was like, "Yo." He was like, "Oh yeah." One of the people asked him what his like 3 favorite things are. Wait, hold on. I have it somewhere.
I think it was like The Notebook.
Oh no, it was someone asked him and they said, what makes you smile? And then he said dogs, butterflies, and a sunny day, ? I'm like, dude, you are a dog. Like, that's such a weird. Someone says what makes you smile and you're like sunshine, rainbows, happy dogs. Like, it's like, good job, buddy.
I know. I was sure thinking it was gonna be like trucks, wolves, like trucks, wolves, and mud wrestling socialists.
Yeah. Definitely we're expecting it to be like, oh, you know, like, hope that one day we can figure out some of the geopolitical setbacks that this country is burdened. Like, it's just like object, dog. Like, I don't know.
Object, dog. That's a good one. Always end with puppies.
Always.
What makes you smile?
Yeah.
I don't know. What makes you cry, I guess.
That's too complicated for him. A good question for someone like him is you gotta be like, I don't even know. What's your favorite color, buddy?
I like ending it with buddy. Hey,
buddy. Hey, buddy.
Bud.
Did you pick out that shirt? It looks so cool.
But I will say, first impression, I did get endeared to him, and I really do like this man.
I think he's great. He's cool. He is a nice guy.
He's very cool. And if I saw him at like, I was gonna say a gym, but like I don't go to gyms, so like if I saw him at Comic-Con or something, actually, if you're at Comic-Con, you're cool no matter what. If I saw him at the library, I can't think of places normal people go.
Well, Are you trying to think of just a place?
Yeah. Like, where would you see?
Grocery store, man. What the fuck? How detached are you?
I only go to the library. Comic-Con.
Where do people go?
If I saw him in my living room, that's the place I go.
If I saw him at an estate sale, or maybe a silent auction, or perhaps an abandoned zoo.
Oh my god. What? You're learning too much about me.
Yeah.
No, right, yeah. If I saw him at an abandoned zoo.
If you saw him out and about. Dude, if I saw this guy at an abandoned zoo, I'd be like, you're a cool guy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I saw him at an abandoned zoo, I would be like, whoa, this guy did something to the giraffes. Like, let's get out of here. Like,
yeah, I think if I saw somebody at an abandoned zoo, I would be like, what happened to the zoo?
It's gotta be you.
Yeah, I'm like, it was this guy, huh?
Definitely. He's a big, scary man. He is very scary.
He's
like at first.
He's got Shrek vibes, you know? Yeah.
But then once you get to know him, completely different. So I get that. I get that he wants to go on TV and be like, hey, not all buffs are like that. Some of us are. Yes. So I get that. That's a good charity.
Sure. It's a good quality. Yeah. I guess.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, Trevor, that was very nice. It was so nice to meet you, Trevor. Oh, I had another picture of him, too, I can show. Just to show.
Trevor.
My best quality is all my financial intelligence. He made that up. I
feel like that's just him trying to say, like...
Financial intelligence? That's not even his best quality. He didn't say anything about money the entire show.
Yeah, what about, like, your fucking python arms?
Yeah.
What about
Opening jars of pickles, like, that's what you do.
My best quality, I can lift up heavy things.
Exactly.
Financial intelligence. Yeah, I played the stock market. I'm a little... People have compared me to Warren Buffett.
Warren Buff.
Warren Buff. It.
Cute.
Sick.
Buffett. All right.
Buffett.
Next up, it's you again.
What's hey. Okie dokie.
We're getting to Matthew now.
So Matthew, your favorite. Matthew said Superman has a cold personality at first, also, like, kind of explaining his demeanor. Superman's an alien, right? From another planet. So first off, weird like person to be like, I'm also like a normal person, like the alien from comic books. But like, does that explain it? Who he is? Is Matthew like an alien in a people costume, and he's still like hasn't really figured it out yet, so he's still like, trying to understand how people are?
Yes. He's figuring it out.
Are aliens like polyamorous? Is my real question. You think aliens are poly?
Totally.
Do they take multiple lovers? Aliens?
This guy does.
Yeah.
And okay, so yeah,
he's an alien. I'm just saying he's an alien. Okay. Yeah.
Because my thought to that being like, oh, Superman also has a cold personality at first too, and I'm like, yeah, so does Norman Bates. Like, so does the Oscar Mayer Wiener, which is that a person? I don't know. So does Darth Vader. Like, lots of people. You can't compare yourself to like the coolest person in the entire planet just because you're weird. Like, they're weird too. No, nice try, Matthew.
Fucking weirdo. He looks like a Lego piece. A little Lego guy.
Yes. With like the suit on. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a square dude. Dude's pretty, little hands. Got a lot of right angles.
Let's pull him up.
No, I agree. I think that's normal to like, at first meeting someone, you're a little shy. I think that's totally normal.
Max, look, he is a Lego piece. He can't bend his legs. Look how he's
sitting. And look how his arms are. That's the same as the Lego pieces, dude. He's a Lego piece.
We figured it out.
And I bet you that couch is made of Lego pieces, which is why he fits on it so well. He's just clicking in. Yeah.
Clicking. Mr. Lego.
what is something you think you excel at in relationships? This is my thing. Well, I'll talk about this later, but this dude treats these like the being in the pod like a job interview. He talks to these
Yes.
people with like these weird questions with like with like so much formality that I feel like he's like interviewing
Yep.
somebody. It's a weird way to do this.
Yeah, like who told him to do that? Like, hey, make it completely devoid of connection
Yeah.
to this person
Dating
on the other.
101. Be weird.
It'd be super weird.
So weird.
Yeah, and I had an idea for a show because he did remind me of a robot. What if they put people in these like pods, right? And you're having conversations with someone else, but the entire time it's just an AI bot that's talking to you. And then you fall
wow.
Yes, and then you fall in love and find out it's not a real person, it's just a robot, and you fell in love and you were like deep in love with it.
That is horrifying. That's a great show. I think it's way too mean.
Yes.
But
yes.
holy shit. I would sue. I mean, you gotta sign a bunch of documents.
Yeah,
that's horrible. That is like such a modern day nightmare. That sounds like an episode of Black Mirror. Like that is so crazy.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, you are you in love with Helen? Guess what? She robots.
They like reveal you're walking, and then it's just like
it's just like an old Apple computer desktop just gets rolled out. Hello.
And the person's like hiding, like, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry we did this. That is horrifying.
Yeah.
That is so scary. That is the future. People falling in love with computers.
It totally could happen. I mean, that's next.
Dude, every day I fear the like robot apocalypse. Like I am so ready for somebody to be like, all right, we're starting a resistance. We're gonna get weapons and we're just gonna start fucking shooting Roombas. Like I'm gonna be the first one to be like, yo, what's up? I'm here. I'm ready. I was waiting for the call. I'm ready to just destroy computers.
We're screwed. I'm just gonna be on their side. I'm totally gonna swap sides right away.
Are you gonna pretend to be a computer?
Yes, and then I will just support them.
Yeah. Oh wow, you're really you're abandoning humanity.
Absolutely. I'm going with the side of the winners. I don't care.
Oh boy.
I'll shoot you. I don't care.
No, don't do it. No, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Scary. Horrifying. Really, really solid idea, though.
Thank you. I'll pitch it.
Yes.
Okay. We have another question about Matthew. Okay, because he was asking all those questions, and he had like 15 or 14. Oh, I think it was 15 questions. But we didn't get to see all the questions. So what are some of the questions that Matthew asked that we didn't get to? Like,
I think one would definitely be, am I doing a good job of pretending to be a human? I think another would be, if you found out I'm a liar, would you marry me?
Good to know.
And I think one would honestly be some like really like job interview, like, what's the time when you demonstrated good leadership during a challenging time as a accountant or fucking whatever this job is for?
God, I hated that question.
I always had a stock answer for it, so I was just like, this.
Because it's the question, like what's one time you made
a challenging moment that you overcame and was able to demonstrate like good customer service or like whatever. And I'm like, I've always been like, oh man, this one time I had a busy shift and blah 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 blah. Making this up as I go.
I told him I was a comedian when I was applying for a job at Circuit City.
Oh yeah, dude, always.
And so I was like, well, one time there was a heckler and I just took their beer from them, and then I did not get the job. Okay.
I love it.
So I had a few questions that I thought Matthew had on his list that he didn't get to.
Yeah.
What does your skin feel like?
You totally got me on that. It's so funny.
Okay. Okay. If you could be any animal, what animal would you shove into a sack with some bricks and drown at the bottom of a river?
So funny.
Okay. And this one was inspired by you. Do you like astrology? Because I'm the Zodiac killer.
Nice.
Oh,
Solid.
sorry, that's not a question. How much chlamydia is okay for your partner to have? That's okay.
These are, it's amazing that people dodge those questions by just not picking the right number.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. He had all those written down.
Yeah,
on his
they were
Lego
only,
sheet.
Nobody picked a prime number because all of the prime numbers were horrifying.
We missed out. Dang it.
Oh, funny.
Oh, Matthew.
I want to turn you into a candle. Weird shit. Dude's so weird.
Yep. I'm not even afraid. Like, a lot of times on these shows, like, you don't want to, like, I don't want to say too many negative things because they're real people and I don't want to hurt their feelings if they ever, like, saw a clip. But with him, I'm just like, it's fine. I think the
it's fine.
You betray Amber Desiree,
off.
who is amazing. Sorry.
You're not done. Chill. Yeah.
You're done.
So weird.
Okay. Let's see what we got next. Oh, yeah, this is... Okay, I think it's my question.
Oh, yeah,
okay. Is having the same name as a dog a compliment? Because wasn't it Trevor and Chelsea? And Trevor was like, oh my gosh, my dog's name is Chelsea. And then Chelsea was like, oh my God, it's fate. And I'm just like, how is this a good thing that you're named after a dog? Like, don't tell people that.
No, it's not. As somebody who has a dog name, it's not great. My name is Max. The amount of times I've had people be like, that's the name of my dog. My pet that eats its own shit has the same name as you. It sucks. It's not good. It's not a compliment. So many names to choose. Can't believe I got this one. It's not fate. But people are like, oh, no way. That's such a great name. My three-legged schnauzer is the same name as you. Isn't that wild? I'm like, yeah, why don't you go fuck yourself? That's for you.
I did not even think of that. That's so funny.
That's the thing. Not a lot of people think of it as a dog name, but then a lot of dogs are named Max.
Then there's
other ones too, like Roxy, I feel like, and one-syllable names and weird names. I don't know.
Yeah, Foxy.
Foxy, also my name. I just should be a dog.
Yeah, you should be Maxie Foxy.
Maxie Foxy, the talking dog.
Okay, yeah, that's great. We're gonna clip that. That was funny.
Clip it. You just got clipped.
We don't even need to bell on this one. I think that was solid. Okay, next up. One of the problems Chelsea had and was kind of dealing with was telling the guys that she was divorced, and it was like a big deal for her and a big deal for the guys. It was like this huge scandal. But is being divorced really a red flag? Because when I hear divorce, all I think is like, wow, you could afford a wedding and a divorce? Like, holy crap, this person's rich.
Yeah, dude. Dude, being divorced, that's the hottest thing you can say to me. That is amazing. It's like, so you're telling me your family was able to fork over half of a wedding? Like, that is solid. That is financial stability. And you have enough organization to like set up catering. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that is, listen, it's wild. 2024, we're not attracted to people for how they look. We're looking for people who can pull off like expensive, complicated,
parties.
Yeah, totally. You
had your shit together enough to get a divorce. Like, that's
dude, you had your shit together enough to get someone to marry you. That's crazy.
That's true too. You're like,
that's hot.
That's true. Yeah, you had enough. You had low enough amount of red flags that you got some. Yeah, so that's good. One red flag, whatever. Like, dude,
you must be amazing. If so, dude.
One red flag is fine. Like,
sure,
I'll take 10 or 11, maybe 20.
Yeah. Well, depends what you want, but definitely not that. So many flags.
No. Yeah. I mean, once you're married, you just start stacking the flags away and you just
Yeah, dude.
have a parade. Do color guard with your flags.
I don't know. I've lost the the analogy, but yeah, I'm all about it.
All
But
about
no,
it.
that's great. Getting
Okay,
this
cool.
like, dude, honestly, also like getting divorced. Was she's like 26 or something?
Yeah.
That's not that. I don't think. I think it's a lot less common than people think. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, I think with just like just with like like I don't know, inflation. Things are more expensive. People are more. I think nowadays things are more expensive and people are more emotionally fucked up
Yeah.
because of like staring at screens. That like
Mm.
I think getting a divorce is like I wouldn't like really bat an eye at it.
No, and
Like
it's like a lot of times people are in relationships that are basically marriages anyways, and like you broke
yeah,
up, like it's like no, like who
yeah.
cares?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Also, especially if you get married young, like you're like, I
Yeah.
think she said she got married at like 18 or something. It's
18,
like,
yeah.
dude, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
It was very weird that guy freaked out about it. I don't understand.
Yeah, he's like, I need some time.
Oh wow, you were divorced? I think this is
Oh.
over. It's like, what the fuck? What year are you in? Like, are you like a fundamental Christian or something where you're like, oh wow, Jesus is gonna hate you for this? Like, it's like so weird. That's a red flag. I can't believe she
No.
still wanted to talk to the guy who's like, oh, you
Right.
got divorced. I kind of am judging you for something I
Mhm.
don't know a lot about. Get the fuck out of here.
Move on. Go on. Go date the
Yeah,
lady with a
come on.
kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. Okay.
yeah, dude.
All right. So next up is your question.
So like after what was that freaking Matthew? So after Matthew like fucked over those two girls, like they were so supportive for each other, and like everyone else on like the girls' dorm, they were like so supportive, like instinctually, and like that's not a thing. I don't think guys do that really, where we're like immediately like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, and like, why is that? Why are girls always so supportive? Like instinct, like without even thinking. Because like I was thinking about like if that happened to like one of the guys, and like I feel like most of the guys have been like, dude, whatever, man. You know how many girls are here? Like, go crazy. Oh, go check it. Go hit on another girl, man. Whatever. Hide that shit. Stuff it down. Suppress, and then go get some, man. There's so much tail out here. Oh shit, like you know what I mean? It's just like it's just funny to me how guys like emotions are like, I don't mind it right now. It's like option. Guys, like emotions are optional for guys sometimes. I feel like when they're not, like at the end of the day, they're very important. They fuck you up for whether you like it or not. But then, like I don't know, I feel like girls are more like super in touch with emotions. What do you think? You're a girl. What is up?
I completely agree, and I think it's awesome. Like, I love, like, if there's like a woman in need, I'm fucking there. I'm like, let's
Yeah,
game plan, let's hug, and it's not also. Well, I mean, also all women are bi, so we're attracted to each other, so we're just trying to
sure.
get into their pants.
Also, for the record, I didn't say it wasn't awesome. I wasn't like, that's dumb. Do you want to talk about it?
By the way, Max, this is a good thing, and humans should connect. And you are a Lego man, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't take that back. No, I think it's great, but yeah, no, that's you guys are
I
just more in
think
tune.
it is, and I think tears make us stronger. Like they
Oh,
it's like they drip down, and then you just start to feel. It's like a serum. It has quality. I don't know. I don't know the science.
there's strength in tears. No, I like that.
No, it's totally instinctual. It is completely like
Yeah,
women do, and there, even if there's like jealousy or whatever, you're still just like, oh fuck, like I need to help this person.
yeah,
I need to care for them. But and guys are vulnerable too, but I do agree that it's not the same like flock. It's not like
yeah.
game time, let's all get our shit together and
Yeah,
help
yeah,
this
yeah.
person. There's a little more competitiveness.
Or if it is, the help is like not really the best idea.
Yeah. No.
It's like, oh, are you hurt? Dude, let's like bury that feeling and let's get out here. Let's get shit-faced and talk to girls.
No, I mean, just try it next time you see your man friend crying. Just
Be
try
like,
it.
hey, buddy, how you
You don't have to talk like that.
No? I thought that's emotional intelligence.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, is everything okay? You want a sippy cup?
Oh, God, that would be so terrifying.
Yeah. That would be horrifying, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's good, though. That's a good place to start. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up here?
I just say go in for the hug. Always.
Hugs. Oh, yeah, no, hugs are...
Hug, yeah.
Hug, yeah.
Let's make sure.
Hug life, yeah.
No, it's a good question. That's what we're exploring on this show. The differences between men and women, and we divide them.
Female, the way we divide them, the way guys are flawed, just... We're here to learn more than anything.
Yep. Take notes.
Take notes. Sick. Okay. All right, we can go to the next question. All right, so Clay has like no bedside manner, and he's just like point blank asking people like what they look like, which is like basically declining the entire premise of the show. And like, I guess like what is going through Clay's mind? Like, does he think he's a genius for being like, oh, I'm actually gonna hack? I'm a hack to do this show. One, it reminds me of Shake from season 4, who was like he was way worse than Clay was, because he was like more like, okay, like what do you specifically look like? He was asking for like measurements and stuff, and that is fucking weird. But also like keeping it 100, like there's a better way to do this. Like just being honest, like if you want to know what they look like, or if you're trying to get at like, are they in shape? Like, listen, I wouldn't do this, but the way you do it is you just talk, you're like, yeah, I work out a lot. Like, do you work out? And like, so then that's one way. And then you're like, if she's like, no, it's like, okay, so you're painting a picture. And then you kind of talk about you find a clever way to talk about your physical look, and then just be like, oh, do you like, oh, where? Do you like, leg day is very important to me. Do you also like, do you diet? Diet's really important to me. Do you also like, just gotta be sneaky. Do you moisturize? Like, has anybody told you like unbiased rating of you, like out of 10? Have like you gotten the same number over and over to the point where you're like, I'm objectively a 7? Like, because that happened to me. I'm just wondering if that happened to you.
See, and the guys are so good at doing that with dropping financial shit, where they're like, whose life should we live at? Well, I have a 4-bedroom house. So like, oh, he's fucking loaded. You know that. And just like, oh, their job, and then also when the guy's like, I work remote, you're like, oh fuck yeah, that's so hot. Like,
yeah. Oh wow. You have the perfect job. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then
you get to hang out.
Being a flight attendant, that's a way of dropping like, yeah, I'm hot and I get around.
See, yeah, exactly.
But that's what you were mentioning too, how it felt like a job interview with Matthew or whatever. But it got me thinking, because like after, I think it was Jeremy said, or it was Jeremy or Jimmy, one of them was like saying that they worked remote, and I was like, fuck, I would just ask him like, are they hiring? So I would just be like using this opportunity to just be like, because all the dudes have good jobs, and a lot of the women do too. They're like,
that's a good way to I mean, like, yes, advance your career for sure. It's also a good way to like, I think that's pretty unattractive to be like, yo, are they hiring at your job right now? Do you have to know a lot of stuff? Like, could you get me in? Since we're getting married, I'll marry you, by the way.
By the way,
what's the starting salary if you were to hook me up?
Yeah, that's great.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's a very good point. Not thinking that. That is for sure. If I was on that show, I think that would be my main. The big thing I want out of that is a job.
Because then you can get the ladies next step.
Yeah, then I can, not have to be so desperate to go in the show.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
We did. It's so funny.
Oh, that was so fun. I hope people listening had a fun time.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, so next week we're gonna continue with Love is Blind. I think a lot happens. I've already seen up to episode 5.
How dare you?
I know so much, and I'm like, so I don't think I dropped anything.
I'm like, well, this is gonna be fucking weird because I'm gonna be like, oh man, this person, like, they're kind of leading on to this, and so you can't even really have
I do.
You can't have an organic conversation with me because you read ahead.
Nope. I'm like,
God, you're such a good student. You just do all the stuff. I read ahead. Is it okay? You were a good student, weren't you? Were you a good student?
Yeah. When I went into college, I started with 28 college credits. I did all those AP classes. Yep, I'm smart.
You are smart.
I think about my best quality is my financial intelligence.
Financial intelligence, which I don't know what that means.
Nope, I'm unemployed too, by the way.
Yeah, girl,
choice.
Get it. By choice.
I just had to differentiate.
Yeah.
So this is super. It's good. Like, I will tell people too. Like, if you've just watched the first episode,
it's a good season. The last season was not good. I'll say that. The last season was really bad, but this season they really did a good job picking people who are going to be problematic. Yeah. And the drama is already coming in the first episode, so this is a solid team. This is a solid season of reality dating.
Yeah. I like that you're saying that and you don't even know.
Yeah, this is what I don't like, is that you know the shit and I'm like guessing.
Calling you out on your bullshit.
No, I'm not bullshit. You're bullshit.
I know what happens to Clay and
I know
and Jessica.
This is a one-sided podcast now,
and it's so good. Oh my god, Jessica!
I'm just gonna watch everything. Oh god, I'm just gonna have to watch everything tomorrow on Sunday.
Yep. Sorry. Everyone watch. So, and then follow us on Instagram. We ask questions about the show, so follow. It's Get Real the Podcast. You can also follow me and Max, Andy Erikson, Max Fox 1. And let us know if you have any questions and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we did ask the question, what is up with Matthew? And we had John Conroy chimed in and said the creepiest.
Yeah.
And my friend Rachel said, what a weirdo. So that's kind of the consensus, which I knew it would be, but it's fun to get. It's fun to get people talking. Matthew. Yes. Anyways, well, sweet. So stay in tune, keep watching, tell your friends.
Please.
And we'll keep doing this. This was fun.
All right. See you next week.